big hello and welcome to you. My name is Josie and welcome to my channel. I want to let you in on a little secret. Right now I am working on a Kickstarter project called Babysitting Froggy. It's already a book you might know and already love, and right now we're working on turning it into an online book as well. What does an online book do? Well, we're going to work on coding it and animating it so that way it will read to you, and when you choose your little choices, it will go to the page that you want. So let's go see what I'm working on. Today we're going to learn how to animate Froggy using Fire Alpaca. Start by going to View and turning on Onion Skin Mode layer. That allows you to see the drawings before and after. So the first important thing about animating is knowing what your little animal or your person is going to do. Today Froggy is going to jump, and just one simple jump. So now that we know what he's going to do, we can start sketching. We start our sketch by just doing a nice big round body and two big round eyes, and then two little feet and some little back legs. Now Froggy's going to jump, and in order to jump and make it look like he's jumping, we're going to do some squash and stretch. So when he gets ready to jump, if you try to get ready to jump in real life, you'll notice you'll bend down low and your knees will bend and you'll probably squish close to the ground. And that's what we're going to make Froggy do today. So we're going to make him do a little bit of squish, and that's a squish squash effect. And after he squishes, he'll have enough energy to jump up high. So we're starting off with a nice squish. As you can see, I'm drawing him more as an oval than a circle now. So we're squishing his body, we're squishing his eyes a little bit, his legs are getting that bend so that way he can jump. His eyes are also an oval, and it's going to be a pretty big jump, so we're squishing him even more. His body more of an oval than before, his legs more of an oval. And this will be the last frame that Froggy is squished. So now that he's squished onto the ground, the next thing that he'll do is jump up. And if you jump up in real life, you'll know that when you jump up, your arms usually go over your head, and you go from that squished feeling to being kind of an elongated person. So Froggy was squished, and now we're moving that oval up into the air to make it look like he's jumping. His little leg will go up, and his arms will go up, and his eyes will go from being on the side of his head to even more on the side, until he's finally up in the air when he has reached the final jump, and he becomes a cute little circle again. So he gets to look like a blob once he's reached his maximum jumping capability. So here he is as a blob, and then of course when he comes back down, he's going to turn into a little oval once more. So that way it shows that the movement is happening. So we're going to put those little legs behind him, and then once he lands on the ground, because he's hitting the ground, he'll do that little squash once more. So doing more of an oval because he's squishing himself, his eyes are squished, his whole body is squished, until finally he is back in his circular form. And there is no more squash and no more stretch, and here's how he looks jumping. Look at that cute little Froggy go. And once you have everything finished, we can go to View, and here's our little drawings put frame by frame together. As you can see, a Froggy is jumping at 24 frames per second. Now on to the most important part, which is outlining your sketch, so that way other people can see exactly what you see. So Froggy has a very dark outline. We're going to go through each of the pictures and outline him. We're going to do just simple coloring afterwards. So once we get the outline, I'm going to test the coloring. And it looks like I accidentally left the sketch layer on, so I'm going to turn off the sketch layer and then try to refill the color. There we go. And now that works. We'll put in some simple eyeballs for now. So I'm going to take that dark green that I outlined him in and make some very simple eyes. Alright, our very first sketch line is complete. We'll add a few highlights of color just so Froggy looks more like himself. And there we go. So now we get to go through and put color on each of our layers. The best thing to do is start with a very simple outline and then a very simple color. So I'm going to go through all these sketches and go over all of the line art that I did and just make Froggy come to life. And then once I do all the line work for all the different frames, I'm going to put a very simple color in, and we'll see how that looks once that is all complete. And once you finish here, we get to see all the different types of animation put together. First, our sketch and outline. Here's our color, very simple jump. And after color, we have our shading, so you can see where it's shaded. And then finally, once it's all put together, we put Froggy on a background and have a wonderful jump. Thank you for joining me. I'll hope to see you again for another Froggy video.